living my life off a tune now. Want it with me, I deliver the beef. Ribs only enjoying the feast. Pull up a seat, bon appetit. No Louboutins when that red on your sleeves. Bang, 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 bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay from good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on...
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the Jazz. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. A look at Cleveland. Starting group, Love and Varejao are up front. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving at the point guard position. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Good on the second free throw.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways. And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now.
Get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
Cleveland has come out of the gates quickly. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And what got them that win was the remarkable success they had from the floor. I mean, just a tremendous shooting performance all the way around.
Hey, you can't expect that kind of shooting to happen all the time on a nightly basis, but when it does, boy, does it feel good and look good.
And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pick by Varejao. James kicks to Love. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Love.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
They grabbed their own miss. Irving. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Taylor's shot, good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And it's Love missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Out to Taylor. The 3. They get it back. The pass to Okafor. He dishes it to Covington. And the 3 ball is good.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Love kicks to Irving. No luck. Now the 76ers take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Covington. He nails it. And we're tied up. Covington's got 5.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score. And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Here's Drew, covered by Irving. Out to Taylor, pulls up. Shumpert with some nice D.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Out to the right wing. Second chance shot. Drew gets the bucket. He has 5.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Again, Philadelphia.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
LeBron right side. LeBron is doubled. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Here's a look at some stats for Shumpert, how he performed last season. He put up about 8 points a game last season, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle. Does all the little things.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Landry. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Irving's got his second basket of the game. Down low. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. He had a strong showing last season. 8th in three-point shooting, 9th in scoring. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, I tell you what, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets a good look.
Here's Taylor.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
Knocked away. That drops. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
And the 76ers making a change here. Sanders is checked in. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Shumpert. Drew passes to Taylor. Another miss by Philadelphia. And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals. And, of course, the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Drew gets the bucket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Irving dishes to Love. The rebound by Drew. The 76ers shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. And here's Covington from the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Blatt. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, "We do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape." We'll see if that holds true, guys.
And thanks as always, Doris. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
I think that means they must work as a complete unit out there, cooperate, sharing the ball, and try to limit the one-on-one play.
And if they can do that, they will have success shooting the basketball. I think it's guaranteed.
Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. No one near James as he lets it go. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 76ers trailing. Here's Drew. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting 47% here so far. Irving kicks to Love. Thompson against Okafor. Thompson passes to Williams. It's stolen by Taylor. Pass to Covington. That's tipped and stolen by James. Ball going up court. And it's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Knocks down the 3-ball. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, is getting in the passing lanes. They've been active with their hands, feet have been in good position, and they've come up with a lot of steals. That's making a difference here, too.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tony Roten comes in for Okafor. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Williams dishes to Thompson. It's Mozgov, top of the key. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor's got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
That's good.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
There's a screen by Williams. Dellavedova kicks to Williams. 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Thompson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper. That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
From downtown, and the basket good. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Passes it to Dellavedova. Picked by Mozgov. Out to Smith. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Mozgov. Some solid defense from Grant.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Good if it goes. Sanders. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into it.
Go back and I'm able to...
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it, and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Okafor out there with Carl Landry, and there's Captain Clutch. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Drew in at the 1 spot.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Taylor's shot, good. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Outside jumper. They set the screen. Wants to get it to Varejao, and does. Can't get it to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging-type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
They get it back from outside the arc. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor. And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you can see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
That's good.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Picked by Varejao. Irving attacking. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 10.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Well, clearly the 76ers were the youngest team in the league last season, and with all the draft picks they've stockpiled, they'll be the youngest team for a while, it seems. But if the youth can grow and develop, they could also be a force in a few years, too.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Taylor. Off target from outside.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And he gets it to go.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thank you, Doris. Dishes it to Noel. Taylor against Shumpert. Taylor kicks to Noel. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Tell you what, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
Well, the 76ers do go at the basket without hesitation. They're fearless, Clark, going inside, led the NBA last season on points off drive.
Well, you know, I like to say you've got to use what you have. They didn't have many shooters, so that means head down, get to the rim.
And here's Love for 3, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Covington's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
He's covered by Irving. Taylor against Shumpert. Taylor kicks to Covington. The 76ers with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Irving with a clean look from the high post. He drills it. Irving's got 14 points. The 76ers leading by 12. To the left side wing. Noel passes to Covington. Varejao against Okafor. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Varejao.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The The 76ers have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Robert Covington.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Irving with it. He's got 14. To the middle. Love kicks to Irving. The feet of Varejao. Shot on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Varejao's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Noel. Look at that.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Pass to Irving. Well, wide open look for Love. It's good from long range. Love's got 11.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Out to the wing. There's Cannon with the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Roten kicks to Grant. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise in the league last year. First in steals, fourth in blocks. And they were one of the top 10 teams in the league at scoring points off turnovers. I'd call them a very... opportunistic. Team.
And I really feel like they fed off their pressure defense. You mentioned all the steals. That got them out in the open court and created easy opportunities offensively.
And Noel kicks to Cannon. Shumpert with the steal. There's the dish to Irving. Here's James. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
Grant, that's good. The Cavaliers trail by 14. From deep, James. Another miss by LeBron.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And the rejection by Sanders. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Williams comes in for LeBron. Here is Love. He's got 11. Outside Irving. And the rejection by Sanders. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Noel. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court. You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Drew's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. The Cavaliers trail by 14. It's Williams with the drive. That drops. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason. He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. It's Williams with the drive. Here's Thompson. And the rejection by Sanders.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Here's Drew, covered by Smith, out to the right wing. Grant gets a wide open look. Here's Noel, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Oh! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Mozgov with the steal. Dellavedova dishes to Smith, and it's denied. And up the floor again, the 76ers running the floor. And the dunk by Grant.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And the rejection by Noel. Here's Drew. Goes back up. Sanders passes to Noel. He tries for three. That's good from Roten on the assist by Noel. And that's now 6 points for Roten. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Dellavedova kicks to Smith. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Dellavedova. And just miss after miss right now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Williams attacking. Off target at the rim.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they...
A dominating...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some nice stretches of basketball from them, and at one point, they pushed the lead up to 7. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The thing I've noticed more than anything is how well they spread the floor at the offensive end. Their spacing has been fantastic, and the end result has been a lot of good looks from three-point land. And now they've established themselves from long range, and the defense has to adapt. They're in really solid position right now.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Ernie, I'm going to hit you with some Spanish. Reason number uno why they're being blown out is their poor reboundion. Is that right? Reboundion? I don't know. Rebounding, whatever, however you say it. They're just not battling. Where's the fight? They've had way too many one-and-done possessions. Time to crank up the effort, Ernie.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again.
Talk about some great numbers for Big Smooth. 8 rebounds, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Checking out the group for David Black to start the second half. Filling out the wings at Shumpert and LeBron. Love and Varejao are up front, and it's Irving at the point guard. Varejao, the rebound by Drew. Drew's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Covington, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Covington's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the 76ers. Irving dishes to LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Covington kicks to Taylor. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Drew passes to Okafor. And stolen by Love.
Well, that was really a gift there. A nice steal, but probably a pass that shouldn't have been made in the first place.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Back to James. No one near him. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The 76ers leading by 20. Outside, Taylor. Here's Landry. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Tristan Thompson is checked in for Kevin Love.
No denying that injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls. then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals. Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Taylor inside, guarded by Shumpert. Taylor passes to Drew. Back to Taylor. Right through the knee for the layup. Taylor's got 22 points.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Inside, and Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
The Cavaliers trail by 20. LeBron dishes to Irving. Back to James. Varejao setting the pick for James. Up off the screen. 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And stolen by LeBron. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. LeBron is running. Right wing. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Shot by Taylor, no good.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
Varejao setting the pick for James. And they double up James. And now the 76ers on the break. Covington's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 20. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving leading the charge.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player, sure, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
The 76ers leading by 18.
You know, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Drew passes to Taylor. 4 on the shot clock. 4 on 3 break. And Thompson kicks to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And LeBron James with the 3. LeBron's got 9 points here in the second half. The 76ers shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Drew. He's got 24. Here's Okafor. And there's the 3-second violation. And Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. LeBron James third.
And looking back, his points per game really underscore the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Kicks to Irving. Back to James. And Okafor with the block. And they'll keep possession. Outside Shumpert. Thompson, a screen on Landry. Here's Shumpert. Another 3 for Cleveland. The 76ers leading by 12. Okafor dishes to Landry. Here's Taylor. Another miss, and they desperate.